when I started on this amazing channel. One of my first ever interviews was with this lady. I've aspired to be an nth as good as she has ever since. Ladies and gentlemen, royal commentator, US commentator, a right clever person. Kinsey Schofield, good evening.
JK, I see you in like 2 weeks. How exciting is that? I have a hug for you.
I didn't know this, but yous are coming. Why are you here? What's going? You're up to something, aren't you? Why are you coming here? Are you going to something royal?
It's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day. Obviously, I want to be with you.
I can't tell you this on air, but I'll tell you when I see you. I had a dream the other day.
Good Lord, Jeremy Kyle.
Honestly, that'll probably be on bloody Jimmy Kimmel. He doesn't like Donald Trump, Jimmy Kimmel, does he?
Oh my gosh. But you know what? It gives Jimmy Kimmel and all of the Jimmy Fallon and all of the CBS, whoever the CBS guy is, Stephen Colbert, it gives them all of the ammunition they need. They're irrelevant without somebody like Trump in the White House.
Jimmy Kimmel looks like the boy that got bullied at school. Stephen Corbett's got a funny right ear. The one I like is the other one. What's the other one called?
No, you like Jimmy Fallon, who had Trump on his late night show the first go round, and he was absolutely destroyed for it, and he hasn't had him back since.
Yeah, but he's fun. I like him and Joe Rogan. Yeah. Anyway, listen. This is very, very important. I want to talk to you about California, where you are, of course, those dreadful fires. Gavin Newsom, or Newscum, as Trump's now called him, Trump flew in the other day. Terrible scenes. But I'm fascinated in this argument that the sort of woke Democratic governor and country had sort of been responsible for diverting funds out and not having it. How is it in LA? Because, I mean, some of what we see is just awful, man.
Well, first of all, I have to tell you that, I don't know if you heard this, but President Trump did not invite Gavin Newsom. You know, he did not want anything to do with Gavin Newsom when he decided he was going to come visit us. And he'd been throwing all of those insults like Gavin Newsom out on his Trump social and on, you know, the fact that Gavin Newsom insisted on being there and meeting him at the tarmac. I think it rubbed a lot of us the wrong way because it felt like a PR stunt from Newsom, who has just made so many poor decisions over the last few years that everything seems to look like a PR stunt when it comes to him now. I mean, I think it was last year, $100 million he took away from the budget when it came to fighting wildfires. Don't even get me started when it comes to...
And gave that to what? What did he give that to?
Homeless. A lot of the funds they've put towards solving the homeless crisis, and our homeless numbers have increased since they've started putting more money towards solving the homeless crisis. So, and you know what? I feel horrible about the homeless, but I believe it was like 14% of the fires that were started last year were started by homeless encampments. You know, there are a significant amount of the fires that start around here by homeless encampments.
What I was interested in, because when I saw the pictures of Trump, Hollywood loathes Donald Trump. I mean, interestingly, I think they did the nominations for the Oscars the other night, and the leading film with about 3,000 nominations was the transgender-related film. And Donald Trump's made it obvious as to what he believes in. Just there in California, the world that you have, do they find him completely abhorrent? Are there people in California that support him? And from your point of view, seeing what he's done in those first 9 days, I mean, to us, it's inspirational. Today, we call them civil servants. He calls them government officials. You don't do the job I do, you're all fired. I mean, honest to God, man, we would literally walk across water if we could to come to America. Most people I know right now.
I am seeing a lot of people having meltdowns on the internet.
Oh, Selena Gomez.
Yeah, yes. But I also am seeing a lot of my friends, like comedians and things, just having absolute meltdowns on the internet. And there are better ways to handle it. It gives you the sense that it's just virtue signaling a lot. I'm just looking for attention. I'm going to sit on and I'm going to stress about this on TikTok because I know the algorithm's going to pick it up. And our politics are still so polarizing that, you know, you're going to generate a conversation and engagement. But I also think that there are a lot of people that are coming out from under the radar. Like Kim Kardashian lost 150,000 Instagram followers when she posted a picture of Melania Trump on Inauguration Day. So there are people that are, starting to go, well, he's in charge, so I might as well get in line.
Well, 90 million of the American population voted for him. But you're absolutely right. He's very polarising. I don't agree with everything. But it is quite fascinating to watch it unfold. And there is a sort of real strength in this country of people that say, oh, come on, could we not, flawed or not, could we not have leadership? What's your view of the Royal? What's going on with the Royals? Because it's been so long. I mean, where have you been? You've got a new man, haven't you?
Never. Well, what's going on with the Royals? I thought you were going there with the fire stuff, because Harry and Meghan were just so torn to shreds over their PR stunt when they stopped down by the fire. But we are hearing some sweet news about Prince William.
Yeah, this is what I meant.
Yeah, and he's got a really great relationship with Lady Louise Windsor. She is fiercely loyal, impeccably sharp. And, you see the way she admires her grandparents through carriage driving and her role in the Army Cadets.
This is Sophie. So this is the Duke and Duchess of Wessex's daughter. And this is really interesting. And I only know this, and I'm not trying to. So. She nearly died. You know this during childbirth. The Duchess of Wessex had a terrible time. It was a local hospital near we lived in Bagshot, and this girl has sort of been brought up under the radar. She was an absolute apple of the eye of her grandfather, the carriage driving, and it's interesting because Prince William apparently. And she's only 19, 20, she's at university. He thinks that she's the absolute mirror image of his grandmother and leans quite heavily on her, which is quite a sweet story, to be fair.
Yeah, she is 21 years old, so but you're right, she's adorable. She's a young woman, and of course Prince William, who also went to St. Andrews, is going to love seeing images of her wearing combat gear and camouflaging her face. I think that they have a lot in common, but she has a lot in common with the Queen. If she joins the military after completing her final year at university, she would be the first female royal to do so since the late Queen. And if you look on her LinkedIn profile, because she's savvy, she's technically savvy, you can see that might be something that she might pursue after school, but she has a very sweet heart and strong work ethic. And I imagine that it gives Prince William a bit of comfort knowing that she will be there to support him if need be.
Great story. So listen, you're coming here. How long are you here for?
A week.
When are you coming? When are you coming to the show?
I'm coming my first day there on Monday.
Okay, I'm taking you for dinner. There's no excuses. We're going out for dinner. We've lots to discuss. Is that all right?
Yeah, I would love that. I'm excited to see you.
All right, my darling, lots of love. Thank you so much indeed. Kinsey Schofield live from Los Angeles here on Talk Drive.